Ladies and gentlemen, post-lunch to speak is rather difficult. Some of us feel sleepy after a good lunch. But anyway, I'm here and I'm grateful to Dr. Pachauri for having invited me to this CEO meeting. India's biggest challenge is energy. We need sustainable energy. We need to have energy which we control ourselves. And this can be only possible if we now look into renewable energy. This world of ours today has realized that fossil fuels have created tragedies for all of us. Dr. Pachauri used to shout from the top of the House about melting of the glaciers, and many would laugh about it. But I would see in my own state the time when I was climbed the mountains as a schoolboy, to the time when I was able to fly as a chief minister in the helicopter, and see how much of those glaciers have disappeared. And they continue to disappear at a very rapid rate because of the global warming. Weathers are changing rapidly. All man has created tragedy for this earth that God gave him, but he did not know how to sustain it, how to keep it. He destroyed it. Luckily, that man is now waking up, realizing that if he has failed, let him not fail his children and the children to be yet born. Give them a better earth. We have no other earth. Do not dream of going to Mars or some other island that America one day may conquer. This is the earth that we have, and this is the earth we have to live, and this is where our children and their children will live. Therefore, we suddenly realize that time has come, that let us all think together. No country can alone survive. We either survive together or die one by one. And therefore, it has become imperative that we all together start thinking, how do we achieve energy sustainability, energy for all? I'm on the committee that United Nations Secretary General made, energy for all. From 8 billion, it is now going to have 48 billion to be spent every year. But a lot of work has to be done. And alone, one country cannot do it. You have to have countries that have gone forward. We have to join them, and as CEOs, it is your job to tie up with those countries so that we can move forward from where they are, and then develop your own research that can take us further forward. India started with the solar mission in 2010 by Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, called Jawaharlal Nehru Solar Mission, with the aim that by 2022 we should have 20,000 megawatts of solar energy. A country that had just barely 2 megawatts of solar power till then. Today, by the end of this year, we should have 1,300 megawatts of solar energy. And this is only from the solar mission. Yet the states like Gujarat, states like Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and many others have their own programs and are going at rapid rate into this mission. Now, you just heard about Rewa. car manufactured now by Mahindras. Very good car. One of the major things that Mahindras is able to make, but still very expensive. So government has to come in a big way to see that it becomes easily available to most people. The prices have to come down, and therefore government will have to come in a bigger way of helping them. Another major problem, which I must tell you, in solar power is, and for a world over it is, that in the daytime you have all the sun that you want and all the power you will have. But post that, the battery storage capacity is still limited to 5 or 5.5 hours, no more than that. And therefore, we need to develop, all of us, all the world has to look into how do we store this energy that God has given us for longer time. Work is being done on hydrogen and many other storage capacities that are being created, but a lot has to be done about it. Today, India has, from renewable energy, over 26,000 megawatts of power, where wind contributes the most. Over 18,000 is from wind. And the wind machines have improved. From kilowatt machines, they've gone to now 8 megawatt machines. And one very good thing that we have been able to achieve now is very few studies where the wind is better, where the solar energy is better. We have now been able to put 60 stations. Another 50 stations will be coming up in the years, so that you will know exactly the intensity of the sun as well as the wind situation in those areas. So the developers will be able to utilize those information for their future. But you have to work hard. We have problems. We have problems in the banking. Banks still are not sure whether this energy is really going to be workable. One good thing is that the prices have come down. And from 18 rupees where we started 2 years ago, it has come down to 8 rupees per unit. And we hope that very soon, when the second part of the Jawaharlal Nehru mission this year will be put into auction, which is 4,000 to 10,000 megawatts of solar power, that the prices will further come down because of the prices of these components has come down. And this is what we want to do. We want to create here itself a hub for this energy, and then dissipate it to the other nations who do not have the capacity to do so. We are already training their people in our institutions so that they don't have to import people to work these things. Rather, their own people will be able to do so. But ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot to be done, and a lot is on your shoulders. You are the ones who have to take this challenge. I met today Minister from Seychelles, Foreign Minister. Very small population as compared to us. We are 1.2 billion and maybe a little more. They are far less. Yet they are also realizing that they need energy that they can call theirs. Similarly, I met the Spanish minister who's here, the lady. All the world is uniting together to find solutions. But those solutions have to be worked by you, who are the chief of industries, in India in particular. My ministry is only facilitator. We do not build ourselves. It's all in the hands of private people. What I only request the private people is don't only make money earning as the main issue. Time has come when you have to give to your country also, so that maybe our children and their children will have the benefit of a better world. We will do everything possible in my ministry to make it possible for you to be able to work and cut all the red tape that we possibly can. But you need to work hard. You need to come forward, and you need to take it on your shoulders. India needs energy. There are still over 40% of people who have no energy at all. And with the population explosion taking place, which we have not been able to control, the demand is ever growing. We need to overcome. We need to come to a stage where we can say, yes, we are power surplus. And this cannot happen by only speeches and talks. This will have to happen by action. Unless we act now, it may be too late. We'll only be dreaming that maybe, yes, if we had done this, this will happen. Time of dreams is over. Time of action is here. Let's work together. Let's work for a better future, not only for India, but the rest of the world. I have never thought that India can be without the world, nor can world be without India. So all of us have to combine together, hold each other's hands, pick up each other's brains, and see what is best that we can do for this world. God bless you. May God help you in driving this nation and the world to a better future. Thank you. Jai Hind. You have to do a lot.